Hello, welcome to another episode of Ask a Medium, where every week I'll take in your questions and do my best to answer if I can. Our first question is, do we mind what happens to our physical body after we pass over? That's an unusual question. Personally speaking myself, I don't personally care because my physical body will be gone, but my spiritual body is still there. So I think it's down to your faith really, where some people like to be buried, some people would like to be cremated. So I think it's down to your own personal taste of what you want doing. Myself personally, I'll be cremated, but I'm not bothered what happens to my physical body when I'm died, because it's not going to be with me anymore. It'll be my spiritual body will be there, which is a total different thing. So that would be my view on that question. And the next question. My own personal belief with dealing with the spirit realm for a very long time, I believe they go somewhere to find out why they've had this problem in their life, why they've took their own life. They're certainly not earthbound. They're certainly not, how shall I put it, they certainly are in the spirit world. They're not in any lower realms of the spirit world. They've done nothing evil or anything bad. So no, I believe that someone who's took their own life will be in the spirit world, will have time to rest themselves and to figure out why on this journey in their life that they decided to do that, and where they'll move on to the next journey of their spiritual life. So I don't believe that they're punished in any form, shape or way, certainly not. Do remember, someone who is in a situation like that, that is a very last resort to their mind, and we can only hope that if we know someone like that, we can keep an eye on them and hopefully prevent them from doing that. I know you can't be there 24 hours a day, but in a spiritual sense, no, they go into the proper part of the spirit world where they get time to find out why they've done it, what's made them do it, etc., stuff like that. And it's not a bad place where they go to, not at all in any form, shape or way. So we'll move on to the next question. Do people change when they cross over to the spirit world? Yes, some do. Unfortunately, some don't. It's a bit like my dad was a really nice man when he was alive. Is he a real nice man in the spirit world? Well, of course he was a nice man when he was alive. He's going to take that characteristics over with him. He's going to be a nice man in the spirit world. Some people who go into the spirit world who were a little bit nasty, they can actually change where they've more understanding on what's happened to them as they go into the spiritual realm and what their life was about on this part of the ether or earth side. So there's no question people can change in the spirit world, but we're all free choice in it. We're all free spirits, so we won't be what we're like in life as what we're like in death. Maybe some of us will get a bit of a better understanding. Maybe we will mellow through the years, so I think there is a good chance that people can change. Like if they were not very nice, if they were nasty to the family or whatever, that is a possibility that can happen. It's not guaranteed. It depends on the spirit person's there and which journey they want to carry on in life. So in a way, yes, I believe they can. That's what it basically comes down to. Next question. Near-death experience. I've had a bit of experience myself. Different people will view different ways of it. This is where people are at a part when they die and their physical body doesn't want to let go, but the soul or the spirit in you is halfway between letting go and staying. It can happen different ways to people. A lot of people claim that they see themselves going through a tunnel into a light, and they can see a bright light. A lot of other people will say that they feel that they've met someone who has been like a grandmother, father, or that sort of figure who talks to them and tells them that they have to go back. It's not the time to actually go into the spirit world. There is thousands and thousands of cases of near-death experiences, but most of them have the similar thing, in fact, that they feel that they're going towards the light. It's a very complicated subject which can't really be explained in a couple of seconds. It does exist, it has happened, it's happened to me myself personally, so yeah, there's no question about it. We can go into the spirit world for a short time, I'm talking about seconds, I'm not talking about for a long time, a short time, and actually come back from it with our spiritual body into our own body. Very interesting subject, a lot of thoughts on that, to be quite honest with you, with myself. And I don't think it's a question which you could really give a complete answer to unless you've actually had it happen to yourself, because it is extremely strange how it makes you feel, how you feel afterwards with it. So do bear that in mind. Now obviously don't forget to send your questions into the Star Centre, so we can try and see if we can answer the questions for you. Hopefully we can. And next question please. Definitely yes, no question about it. They can see us, they can hear us. The problem is we can't see them and hear them. It's just like looking through a looking glass, isn't it? One side of the glass they can see through to you, but your side of the glass you can only see your own reflection. So therefore, there's no question about it, yes, 100%. So that was quite easy, wasn't it? Next one. No, not necessarily. It depends how they're passed over. It depends on so many different things. But generally speaking, yes, if it's a normal death, you're in hospital, you've got cancer, heart attack, something like that, yeah. But you have cases where people are murdered, and that way they won't go through into the spirit world because they rather want justice to be found out about them, etc. You have the odd cases where people can pass over in their sleep and they actually don't believe that they're dead. We call it earthbound, and they think they're alive, and it can happen also in very quick, very fast deaths. So yes, that does happen unfortunately, and the job is to try and get these lovely people into the spirit world. That was a very good question, whoever sent it in. Well, that's quite easy. It's because you're so desperate to talk to them, and all you could do is think of them. My personal way, what I would say to anybody as a medium myself and doing readings is accept anybody what comes in, and then hopefully they'll come in as well. I had a case where a lady 20 years tried to get in contact with her mum, couldn't, mum come through. Another case with a daughter, she come through. So if it's time for them to come in, they will come into the medium, but try not to sort of like will them in, and that's what causes a lot of the problems. So say you get your next door neighbour come in, say you knew them, and then hopefully he might be able to take the mum, the dad, whoever you want to come through. But unfortunately, any medium will tell you nothing is guaranteed. I cannot force spirits to come in. It's only if they want to come in. But that's reason. Why do they not want to come in? We don't really know, to be honest with you. It could be the question that they're happy where they are. They've looked upon you and they think that you're happy. Maybe they don't want to upset you. Maybe the medium can't get them through. We just don't know why. That's the honest truth. But we can only try our best. And next question, please. From my personal opinion, from what I've seen and gone into meditations and actually seen spirit people walking about, I think they do quite similar to what we do in this side of life. Over there you're free, so you can really do what you want. Most of them will walk because you cannot spend the rest of eternity doing nothing. It would drive you crazy. Remember, you are dealing with spiritual energy, spiritual beings who can go places, do things what we possibly couldn't do. For all we know, they could be going into different realms of different parts of the spirit world. For all we know, they could be going into the past, into the future. We don't exactly know. I do know that there's a city called the Spirit City. I do know that there's a great hall of learning. I do know that people live in sort of like villages, coastals, similar to what we do ourselves. But the space is there. You don't have to pay for any of this. This is thought, imagination. This is through your energy. That's what the spirit world is built on. There's cities there if you want to talk to people. There's places to be quiet if you want to talk. You can walk if you want to go to walk. You can travel. You can do whatever you want in the spirit realms. And even you can come through to this ether and do things in this part of the spirit world. I.e., I've got my guardian angel with me. I'm sure my dad's with me. That's how it works. Maybe they're through to look after us. And can we have the next question, please? Where is the spirit world? The spirit world's here, everywhere around us. It's just in a different sort of, in layman's terms. How can I put it in layman's terms? It's just another dimension. So there's many dimensions. So the spirit world is in the dimension realm, but unfortunately scientists and ourselves do not understand that. But my personal belief, they're all around us. It doesn't mean that they're actually watching us every second of the day. It's just like, same theory, looking in the glass mirror. You can see yourself, but in the glass mirror they're behind you and they're walking about, but they can't see you. Same sort of theory. But I believe strongly that the spirit world is everywhere where there's life and where there's creation. And I believe that we're all intermixed with each other, but it's just like a hairbreadth away from us. Very difficult one to answer. I hope you like that answer. That's it for this now. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Do like and do subscribe as well, because the more subscribers we get, the more better it makes for us to keep on working hard like this for the spirit world. Thank you. God bless.